what? You're going to be in contempt and you're going to go. You are not even a named party on this case. You might want to go out there and sit down. Go out there and sit down.
No
now.
No problem.
Now, go. Just go. One more word and you're out of here. One more.
This is the silent life sentence detail. An affirmative deadly weapon finding doesn't just affect prison, it follows you forever. Parole eligibility, classification, housing, even life after release. What's chilling is that this wasn't argued today. It was locked into the indictment years ago, and now it's unavoidable.
James English versus Shauna Snyder. English would go right here. Is there English?
Yes.
All right, on that side. Snyder? All right, come on. Yes, come on. You're over here, right here, just right there.
Over here.
Yeah, right there. All right, this is a termination of tenancy case, and folks, what's going on?
We moved her in because she was getting evicted from her other residence. Her husband moved down on her. And we allowed her to move in without no lot rent, no fees. And she come out one morning and started taking pictures of me, implied that I was stalking her. I feel uncomfortable with her being there.
Okay. All right. What's the relationship between the parties? Any?
She's the daughter, friend of my wife.
That's why we allowed her.
Hold on a second. Okay, so who are you?
I'm his wife. I'm also on lease. That's why we allowed her to move in. We're trying to help her out. She's been there 3 months.
Okay, hold on. Just
Physical altercation.
all right. So still trying to figure
It's
this out.
just a bad situation all the way around.
Okay, that's not what I was going to ask. Who is she related?
This is not drama for show. This is courtroom control in real time. When a judge warns about contempt, it's not about ego, it's about authority. Courtrooms run on order, and the fastest way to lose credibility is to speak when you're not a party to the case.
She's my daughter.
Thank you. That's a simple answer I was looking for. All right. So your daughter moved in because you got evicted from your other residence, is that correct, ma'am?
That's not correct.
Okay, so what happened?
I was living at another residence with my husband at the time, and he was abusive to me, so I had to separate from him, and then he left the house. He was being evicted. I wasn't on a lease at all.
Got it.
Put on there, and then they allowed me to come with them and stay for, I said it was just temporary. I just needed like a little temporary. I wasn't gonna be there forever. I just needed to figure out
What you were gonna do?
yeah, because what I was gonna do got messed up, like with everything. And
Okay, and
he has been very inappropriate, the way he acts around me. I can't even take a shower in that house. I can't do laundry. I always have to have my phone because I don't feel comfortable.
Here's the legal core of this case. This isn't a landlord dispute between strangers. It's a family housing situation with no lease. That changes everything. Without a lease, the court isn't deciding rent or damages, only how and when someone must legally leave.
okay,
And then she called the cops on me after that and said, "You're not locking my husband up, B word."
okay,
That on recording.
okay.
That day.
All right. So, but you don't have a lease there, correct?
No, I don't. I don't want to stay there either.
Okay. So ma'am, so when are you going to leave?
As soon as I can. I was thinking the first is probably the soonest I can.
Did you bring a lot of property with you?
I have a bunch of it in storage, and I have a bunch in that room in that house. And I have a dog and a cat, and they know that. It's really hard to find like a room to rent with pets and
Okay, I gotcha. So when do you folks want her out? Okay, that's not happening.
Yeah,
What's a reasonable time for her to get out of the premise from your perspective?
7 days.
Okay, by law, she at least gets time.
Notice how the judge slows things down here. Allegations are serious, emotions are high, but the court isn't here to investigate feelings. It's here to determine legal standing. And legally, without a lease, time to vacate becomes the central issue.
Okay, she get 10.
What's the attitude with this? I mean, you guys moved her in. You realize the circumstance, at least she's saying that she was in, and you got to give her time to move out. You let her move her stuff in.
We did, but we wasn't expecting for her to start calling me a stalker and all that. I feel uncomfortable with her in my house now.
What would be a reasonable period in your mind for her to move?
10 days.
Okay, you guys can maybe sit there and think about what you're doing. Whether you like family or not, you got to deal with it that way. You let her move in. So think about a reasonable time for her to get out. You've had to go through this. I don't want to hear from you right now because I'm going to get up and leave this bench because I'm not happy with any of you.
Are you speaking?
What did I just say? What did I just say?
Court's going to stand in recess.
All right. Anybody wants you to speak?
You wanna know what? You wanna know what? You're gonna be in contempt and you're gonna go. You are not even a named party on this case. You might wanna go out there and sit down. Go out there and sit down. Now,
No problem.
now, go.
It's your job.
Just go. One more word and you're out of here.
And here's the line you never cross. When a judge tells you to stop talking, continuing isn't confidence, it's contempt. At this point, the judge isn't deciding housing anymore. He's deciding whether courtroom authority is being challenged.
One more word.
No problem, ma'am.
Case of English versus Snyder, and both parties are here. And I'm just going to try to resolve this because apparently the parties can't do it themselves. I'm not going to try to use whatever water under the bridge. You're saying you want to the first.
Yes, please.
You are saying, sir, that you want our statutory times 10 days and you're stuck on the 10 days.
No, she can stay to the first, as long as she agrees to get out.
Okay. I appreciate that. All right. And that's a reasonable way to handle this. So what I'm going to do is a termination case. I'm going to grant a judgment for possession after hearing on this case, the writ date, July 1. Okay. Now, so they can act so that both parties understand this. Okay. On July 1, they can file what's called a.
This is the resolution phase. The judge draws a clear boundary. No self-help evictions, no intimidation, no shortcuts. One wrong move before that deadline could turn a civil dispute into criminal charges. This is the court restoring order, not picking sides.
An order of eviction or request for an order of eviction to have you forcibly remove from the premises. I don't think you want to put anybody into that.
No,
Just
I'm not even trying to get evicted. I don't have any evictions on my record.
okay. You have to file with the court, sir, a judgment form, and you have to fill that out for my signature. Okay, so you can. I'll get you guys out of here. You can pick one up at the counter, file it with the court. I'll sign off on it. All right, that will give her until July 1 to vacate the premises. All right. Anybody unclear?
I'm not.
You're clear.
I'm clear.
Okay. For you, sir, I'm going to tell you because what you don't want to do, and you may want to inform your wife of this, is to in any way prior to that date try to do anything that looks like it's your own self-help in terms of getting her out. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But she's still not allowed to have company over, right? She's in the past.
Okay. Look, that's not before me.
Okay.
I can't. I do a lot to rule people's lives. I can't tell who's going to be. I'm not going there. Okay?
All right.
The only thing I can tell you is that as of that day, that's that. Okay? Now, I'll give a suggestion while I can't order it. Okay, young lady? How old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay. You can like your parents, you can not like your parents, you can not do whatever. But when things got bad, that was somebody that gave you a roof over your head.
And
Okay? And so it doesn't mean you even have to talk to them. But I think it's sometimes important, and I think I'll call you a kid because you are somebody's kid, right?
Right.
That these days, sometimes they're just not respectful of that. So while I'm not ordering it, I just say to you, just be respectful. They don't want you to have.
Be and like the whole time I've been there, follow all their rules, and they let me have one person over, only one person per company, and then they took it back after all that. They're like trying to.
Okay, well, but okay, I get it, but this, what you guys are telling me are what parents and kids have been dealing with forever, right? And so when my daughter stays with me, I can tell you, she's thinking I'm changing. I'm thinking to myself, that's what I said all along. But from her perspective, I'd let this happen and then I changed something. I didn't change anything in my view, but I get it. Okay. So, just do it and try to work through it. Okay.
I'm trying.
Okay. And the same thing for you. Just try to work through it. Sometimes it's better if all of a sudden at one given moment you want to say something, just don't say anything. Count to whatever. Just don't say anything. And then maybe 30 seconds down the road, you're not quite as unhappy about it. You just try to figure it out. Okay?
You say I gotta get some kind of form?
Yeah, you got to get paperwork. Ask them for a judgment form.
Judgment.
At the front counter. All right. Then you just got to fill that out. Okay?
All right, thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. So I can trust that you two will walk out of here peacefully and not
I will not
go at it in the hallway. Either, just, can you two walk out peacefully, or do I have to have,
Out with him.
escorts?
Just
All
get
right,
right there then.
then here you go. And you sit there and then we'll get you out, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Do I have anything else? I don't.